For the longest time, cakes have been a big part of our special life celebrations.
Hi everybody! Today I'm making plasma torta and I think you're gonna like this recipe. It's one of my favorites and I think the reason why I like it so much is because it has lots and lots of walnuts in it.
First step is to whip 3 egg whites, to which we will add 3 tablespoons of sugar. After blending sugar really well in, we're going to gradually add egg yolks. Now it's time to put aside electrical mixer and to add 3 tablespoons of flour and to gently wrap this flour and the egg mixture. Okay, now I'm going to transfer this simple cake mixture into a baking pan. And you can tell I have a little bit of oil and flour on the bottom, so this way I'll prevent cake from sticking to the bottom. And then I'm going to bake it on 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your oven. While cake is baking, we're going to whip 3 sticks of room temperature butter and 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. This recipe calls for 5 raw egg yolks, which might not be safe for all of you, so please use your own discretion and caution. Mix the butter and eggs really well and add a tablespoon of real vanilla. And here comes the most important ingredient for today. It's ground walnuts. I have ground walnuts and ground graham crackers in this mixture. The ratio is 2 to 1, 2 portions of walnut and 1 portion of graham crackers. Now we're going to add some of this to our butter mixture. Let's start by adding 3 cups first. Next step is adding 1 cup of fresh orange juice. Mix in the orange juice well and then add additional 2 cups of walnuts. After mixing in these additional 2 cups of walnuts, I'm going to add 2 more. This in total will be 7 cups of ground walnuts and graham crackers. Now mix this really well and let it sit aside. Our cake turned out great. It's so soft, it feels like a softest pillow. So I'm just going to set it on a plate like this, and then I'm going to use additional 1/2 cup of orange juice to add a little bit more moisture to it and some flavor. Now it's time to add the walnut mixture to our cake. When done, set it in the fridge for about an hour or until we make a second cake frosting. Okay, here we go with the 1 cup of sugar. We're going to put that on the stove and let the sugar melt or caramelize. While sugar is melting, I'm whipping 5 egg whites with the 4 tablespoons of sugar. Now that sugar is completely melted, I'm going to slowly add it to our egg white mixture. This can prove to be a little bit challenging, so I would encourage you to ask for assistance as I'm asking my daughter to hold the dish while I'm adding this sugar. Continue to mix until you have all the sugar really well blended in. So once you're done, you're going to have this amazingly beautiful and delicious frosting. Some of my favorite childhood memories were made at moments like these, when my grandmother was done with baking cakes and then she will let us lick the whisks and the dishes. Now all that's left to do is to add our second frosting and to shape the cake to your liking, decorate it, and let it sit in the fridge for another 2 to 3 hours before it's ready for serving. I try to avoid sugar in our diet as much as is possible, but if my kids are to have a cake, this is the kind of cake I want them to eat.
I hope you like the recipe, and until the next time and next video, please take good care of yourself and those around you. Bye!